My name is Earl.
I'm Gig Hideout. Earl Rhue and I were friends for the past 50 years.
Okay, Earl, what brings you to Video Spark today?
The owner. We've been friends for like 36, 38 years, something like that. We hang out.
Earl was born in 1949 in New York City. He got to attend a private boarding school in Massachusetts, then on to graduate from Syracuse University. I attended his graduation from UC Berkeley, where he got an engineering degree.
I was an electrical engineer.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was.
That's interesting.
Defense Air Navigational Electronics. We nicknamed it avionics. And it was primarily defense work, space work, with some industrial and commercial stuff that we've done. When I say electrical engineer, primarily was the design and the system development of electronic electronic devices and systems that were used by for the government, both our national government and foreign governments, and for and sometimes for those projects that if I told you what they were, I'd have to kill you.
Understandable. Okay.
I met Earl in 1974. We jammed together, and in 1977 we formed a band and played a benefit concert at La Peña in Berkeley, which was a huge success. When I traveled in the South Pacific and lived in New Zealand for 4 years, I gave my cat to Earl. My mother had made a painting of that cat, so I gave that painting to Earl. We felt like family that way. Earl came to my 50th birthday party.
It failed. And he blamed it on green energy, and the green energy was the only shit that was working. I'm a guitarist.
I jammed with Earl and his friends, and he came to jam sessions at my home. After one, Earl composed a short chorus called "It's So Hard Being Earl." Then my other friend and I joined him to sing that chorus in perfect 3-part harmony over and over again. It was magically joyful. Earl performed with Charlie Chanel at my Video Spark Cafe restaurant recording studio.
Now when I remember spring and all the joy that love can bring, I'll be remembering the shadow of your smile.
And with Themby and Jackson. Earl stayed over at my house to go for a morning job interview. This past Thanksgiving, at Kathy and Earl's place, my wife and I enjoyed their camaraderie so much. That afternoon, Earl and I went outside so he could have a cigarette. He talked about his 3 closest friends in the music world who recently passed away, and how committed he was to helping their widows. The irony of that and the circumstances of his death make it so hard for me to accept. Earl was a good man and cared so much for people he knew. I'm sure all of us will continue to remember his routine sign-off. Rhue loves ya.
I'm gonna miss you so much if you go. girl, I'll tell you no lie. Something deep inside of me's going